Due to popular demand, the BSL Bob Marley video yesterday that Andy did, that is now also available on Facebook and on Andy's channel through Andy's Eyes. So if you could do us a favour, and once you've watched it, if you liked it, share it. It would be awesome if it went viral. So share it, share it, share it on whatever platform you use. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. Today is part 2, the official part 2 of Amy's room renovation. Is that what we called this? She's looking at me in a really confused manner off camera.
I think it was a room makeover.
Makeover. Makeover's a more clickable name. It was makeover, yeah. Not renovation. Oh my word. But yeah, we're continuing with our task of trying to sort out this room. Full disclosure, we've still not got very far since the last video that we made. However, as we said at the end of yesterday's vlog, we did head out to do a few bits, grab a few bits and move on at least half a step yesterday afternoon. So before we get into today, we're just gonna use the magic of time travel to check back in with yesterday's Kev. Remember, he was wearing a shirt because he was on the telly, and see what he's got to say for himself. So we'll be back here in just a moment. But me and Amy are now out and about. B&Q, we have a job, a couple of jobs, because we are trying to move on to the next stage of sorting out your bedroom. So our job now is we're going to go and find some paint that you want, decide what colour you want in your room, have a little mooch around the rest of the stuff in there. We still haven't made final decisions about bed or furniture and stuff. We're not buying any furniture today. It's got to be a slow process so that we can pay for it every step of the journey. But we're going to buy some paint today, and hopefully if we can get organised enough tomorrow, the plan is to strip the existing wallpaper that's in your room, and if not start painting, because I think we're starting painting tomorrow might be a tall order, but completely finish gutting out the room.
We won't, because we need to move the TV into your room.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to move the furniture down to the studio.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we need to do. So we'll probably just finish completely gutting the room, get all the furniture away from the walls, strip the wallpapers, get the blinds down, get to the point, we might even mask, but get to the point where we're ready to paint. Maybe even next weekend. I don't know if I've got anything on.
After school I could come down.
Yeah, we'll figure something out and get those walls painted, but that probably won't be tomorrow. But we need, first job is to find some paint. So what colour are you after then?
So these are like the colour range, right? They're very similar. So, oh wait, this is the wrong order completely.
Wrong order?
Yeah.
Why does the order matter? Because
they're similar colours.
Okay.
And it's just.
So you want something grey or pinky? Is that pinky colour? Okay. Or is that a grey?
Grey, a blue, a green, a purpley blue, a blue and kind of a grey-white colour.
Okay. So you're just looking for one colour? For all walls? Okay. One
colour, but I don't know which one. So what Lucy did was she picked between 2 or 3 colours and then she got testers and went home because it'll look different on top of the pink paint.
Okay. Well,
than if it was on testers. White. So
these testers here?
These are, but I'm pretty sure you can also get testers made over there because these are pastels and these are pastels.
After all that, we even got a trolley. All we've got is 3 tiny little tester pots. Would you like to show us your colours?
Denim drift. Where's the colour? Oh, there. Like a grey, and then we have dusted fondant, which is like a purpley pinky grey, and then we have warm pewter, which is just grey.
Splendid. The sun's very low. It's hard to get a proper shot of you. I think the camera was completely covering your face during that. The shadow from the camera.
Well.
Right, we have one more shop to go to because I need silicone baking tray pad things. I know what I mean. I feel like I've spent far too much time today moving between shops and then being in shops. Never mind Andy needing some time to chill out and recuperate after this. I need to have a day where I don't walk into a shop. Look at all these shops behind us. So many shops.
I was right, it's Beauty, George, Stationery, Cafe and Baby.
We're close to have gone in every shop in Peterborough today, I think. Or at least walked past every shop. Well, no joy in there. and I still don't really know how to describe the thing that I want, so if we're never able to find it, I'll never be able to tell you what I was looking for either. It's like a non-stick silicone sheet to go on a baking tray.
Just go on his channel and see what he calls
Yeah, it's the thing that Barry, my Virgin Kitchen, he uses them, and they just look genius, and I want one. We're now trying Poundland. No joy in there either, so now we're going to have to go to the expensive hobbycraft shop. I know they're going to have them, but I'm 90% sure they'll have them. I also know they're going to be really expensive in here. They didn't have them either. I've officially given up. I'm just going to buy them online. We've got pens. We'll just buy them online. Future Kev will drop a picture of one here so you know what I was talking about. The only reason I wanted it is because I'm making pizzas tonight. I didn't want them to stick to the baking trays. But now we'll just have them stuck to the baking trays. It'll be fine. Time for tester things. Have you read the instructions?
Nope.
Do you just start rolling?
Squeeze base to release paint. Test on paper first now. Light pressure at 45 degrees.
Easy. Have you squeezed?
No, you have to do that as it goes in the water.
Okay, go on then.
Do I?
So what's this one?
I'm not sure. This is Denim Drift.
Okay. Just paint the whole room with them. Leave it to it. I don't have to buy any rollers then.
Very true. That's a nice one. Oh, it's dripping a little bit.
How much are you doing?
I needed to put it down because it was dripping.
Okay.
So let's just remember the order.
So
we've got
denim
Denim
you
Drift,
put the lid back on that properly. Because I know this is only Lucy's bed, but you still don't want to spill paint on it.
Yeah.
Any more than she already has over the years.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to do this one.
So what's
Was
this
the other
one?
one even... Oh, this is already open. Warm Peter.
Someone already had a go on this one. Someone's swapped it. You sure this isn't the same one again?
I'm hoping it's not. It's not. Oh, it's not coming out though.
Yeah, because it looks like it's already been used. Right, careful with the big splodges.
Yeah.
So we're not replacing the carpet, so we don't want a splodge of paint on the carpet. That looks exactly the same as the other one to my colourblind eyes.
That's bluer.
Okay.
This is patchy and it's annoying me. Right, okay. And then, I don't even know if the other one's going to show up because there's pink on the wall.
Well, if it doesn't, there's no point doing any painting. If it's not going to change colour. We'll just use the leftovers of this paint from last time.
Right, okay, now I need to get this foil off. Ah! Oh.
Blimey. Is that a drip all over the carpet?
No, it was all over Lucy's bed.
Oh, you've got some big drips on there. Spread that out.
Oh my god.
Blimey.
I'm never going to be a professional painter. My hopes are doing a big rush.
So what's that one?
This one is Dusted Fondant.
I think our best bet is to just come and check on them again before bed and see what they look like, and see what they look like when they're dry. You're going to write the names on there?
Yes.
Splendid. So, back with present day Kev then, and we just found some pictures of the girls when they were little. So that's Lucy and Amy when they were tiny, tiny, tiny. Amy was tinier than Lucy, and that's Amy. Is that your first day of school?
Yes.
First day of school, Amy, as well. So some pictures lying around in her room. So the stuff that she put on the wall last night, paint I think they call it, has dried overnight, and this is what it looks like. So you labelled them, didn't you? So which one's which? Because I can't see the labels.
So this is Denim Drift, this is Warm Pewter, and this is Dusted Fondant. Both of them are.
Why have you put more of that one on?
Because that's 2 layers and that's 3 layers, and they're both still drying, so they're a bit patchy.
Okay. What are your thoughts at the moment as to which one you prefer?
Careful. My favourite is Dusted Fondant at the moment.
Which is that one? The last one?
This is the last one, the lightest, because
okay.
I don't know, it's like a silvery grey.
It's a what grey?
A silvery purple.
I thought you said a story room grey.
How is that anything like it?
I don't know, people say some weird things. What is she shouting about?
I think she said Kevin, then never mind.
Anna's in the shower, just there at the moment. She's shouting about something, no idea what. So, we're thinking at the moment, Dusted Fondant.
Yes.
We don't need to make a final decision today, because we're not going to go out and buy the paint today. No. What we are going to do is continue clearing the room, and hopefully, I don't know if we're going to have the time, hopefully get to the point where we can start stripping this wallpaper. Because stripping this wallpaper was our main goal for this weekend, but the weekend has got away from us a little bit with all the stuff that went on yesterday. We had set this aside as a full weekend where we could just work on this room, and then Friday afternoon, sort of Thursday, Friday time, everything came together with what we ended up doing yesterday, which then also involved a big edit this morning. So I've spent a lot of time working today as well. So it's actually
like what, 20 past 3?
It's about 20. We've realistically got about an hour before we have to go to Grandad's. So I don't know that we're going to strip any wallpaper today. I think what it might be better for us to do is there's lots of piles of stuff in here that needs to go to various places, and we need to start moving these piles. We have got an empty wardrobe here. It's
not really empty, but that's all charity stuff.
Yeah, it's empty enough.
Last time.
So, our plan then, are we going to put the stuff you're keeping in there or the stuff we're getting rid of in there so that we can paint soon? We need to get...
Why don't we just put charity up there and stuff up being clear and stuff I'm keeping down there?
That sounds like a good plan, because we want to get this room as clear as possible so we can strip the wallpaper next time you're here.
Yeah.
And then the time after, paint the walls.
Yes.
Splendid, let's get on with that then. Well, an hour later, we have made some progress. We have a cupboard full of stuff that's being kept, so that's nice and out of the way. We've had a little rip off of some wallpaper to see how easy that's going to be to do. This is just a pile of stuff that's going to be thrown away. We just need a trip to the tip. So we've got old bedding and stuff that's been thrown away. Lucy had 5 pillows in here, which just seems excessive.
Lucy, I had my 2 as well.
So we've got pillows and old stuff that's been thrown away, a bag of rubbish, a TV that we're not sure what to do with, because you don't want the TV, do you? So me and Anna might be getting a TV in our room for the first time ever. And other than that, it's fairly clear. And you can now sleep in your own bed again when you're back here in a few days, because the last few times, well, pretty much since we started doing this, she's been sleeping in Lucy's bed because she's had a pile of junk on her bed. But her bed is this lovely, quite new, bouncy, lovely bed.
Best bed in the house.
This is, I mean, Lucy had that bed when she came out of her cot, I think.
Hers is really uncomfortable.
Yeah, Lucy's bed is probably 15 years old, so it needs to go to the tip as well.
It's not comfy.
So that unit probably will go to the tip. The bed will go to the tip, all that stuff's going to go to the tip, the TV comes out of here, and we'll be left with a shell of a room with just Amy's bed, blank walls that we're going to strip next weekend now. We then need to get the carpets properly cleaned, we do have a carpet cleaner, and then we can finally get painting and start rebuilding the room. So we're still not sure whether we're going to get a double bed for you and get rid of yours as well. I mean, this is a good bed, I don't know how important that is, or whether we just get a sofa bed for when Lucy's here that you can then use as a sofa the rest of the time. And she also wants a desk, so she's got somewhere to do her homework. So
it's probably going to be one from the studio, isn't it?
It might be. Well, I've got a couple of spare ones outside, or we might stick it in the IKEA order when we do that, depending on if they've got a decent one at a reasonable price from IKEA. But it's coming along nicely. We're getting there.
The paint's dried now. That's 3 coats and that's 2 coats. I wanted to see what it was if it was darker.
Have you made a decision yet, or are you still not sure?
I want 3 coats of dusted fondant because then it's darker and it's prettier.
Splendid. Well, we shall get some of that
you
too.
can still kind of see the pink.
Splendid. Right, now it's time to go to Grandad's. So we've got to go and round up the rest of the posse. Everyone else appears from now. He's got his Different Is Not Broken merch on. That's available from differentisnotbroken.com. You enjoying your crisps, Andy?
More?
Excellent t-shirt you've got on there, I must say. Due to popular demand, the BSL Bob Marley video yesterday that Andy did, that is now also available on Facebook and on Andy's channel through Andy's Eyes. So if you don't use Instagram, if you weren't able to catch it on IGTV, if you don't know how IGTV works, you can now watch it on Facebook or Andy's channel. We just can't put it on here because the moment it was uploaded onto Andy's channel, even before it went public, copyright strike immediately. And we don't want copyright strikes on our channel, but on his, because his channel's not monetized, it doesn't really matter. So it's available to watch on Andy's channel or Facebook. And if you could do us a favour, and once you've watched it, if you liked it, share it, because it would be awesome. Lots of people have said, oh, it would be great if this goes viral. I agree, it would be awesome if it went viral. So it's just a spontaneous thing that we didn't know he could do, that he just did.
We did.
No, we had no idea he knew sign language, but apparently he does, and it would be awesome if it went viral. So share it, share it, share it on whatever platform you use. Dinner has been consumed. There's not much light in here. What's going on with the lighting in here? Psh, I don't know, looks like Halloween lighting. Very upsetting. I've barely turned the camera on here. Much apologies, we were eating dinner. Apologies for not really filming anything at my dad's house. A couple of reasons. Firstly, Lucy said she didn't really want to be on today. You are on camera, by the way.
Oh. Point over there. I'm sorry. Alright.
Sat there. Oh, I'm on camera. Smile. Yeah, Lucy didn't want to be on today, which is fair enough. And also, I didn't want to offer any spoilers for our diet video that's coming out on Thursday. And showing you anything to do with what we ate would have been a spoiler. Yeah, 2 reasons why we didn't really film much there. Andy is sat here watching us through Andy's Eyes video, aren't you?
Happy.
Is it good? Are you happy? Yeah, it's a 36-minute long video because he insisted it was one video. All day he's been saying, through Andy's Eyes, Peterborough, one video. Haven't you?
Good boy. It's wise to your...
Yeah, as much as I do it with good intentions.
I know.
I want to help him grow his channel. A few people have asked about his channel, and it's not monetized yet because of the new YouTube rules for monetization. He's hit the subscriber target. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. He's got over 10,000, but you also need. Is it 250,000 minutes of watch time or something like that? Might be 400, I don't know. And by breaking it up into different videos, it does increase the watch time because a lot of people just watch the first minute or two of one of his videos and then turn off. Nobody is going to watch a 36-minute video on his channel, apart from him. He'll watch it and get himself plenty of watch time. But what people are watching is the Bob Marley video, so that's all good. One final thing, catching up from yesterday though, we did pick up the PO box on the way back from town yesterday, so we have lots of splendid items here. This one is for somebody called Anna Chapman. We don't have an Anna Chapman. Do you want to open Anna's gift?
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
Everything else has Kev's name on, which usually means it's Randy. Are you going to open that up? I want to see what's come addressed specifically to you.
Oh,
I'm intrigued, yeah.
Oh, you know.
See if you've got a fancy man who's sending stuff to the PO box to try and circumvent me.
Why would I go, send it to the PO box?
Don't know. I like the fact that you're telling your fancy man you're married as well.
Oh, I know what these are.
That's a knife. Oh my God.
I think these are splendid.
We saw these in Asda months ago, didn't we? So these, it's hollow cutlery.
It is. I don't know how they do it. It's like a lecture.
Is this how you're going to insist on eating all of your meals from now on? I don't know if the camera's picking that up properly, but it's holographic because you like the holo lady.
Christine.
Yeah, and this
Simply Neological.
There you can see the ring light over there in the back of a spoon. Marvellous. So
thank you.
we have to keep these just for you. You don't want to catch me using. They look purple. Are they supposed to look purple?
They're supposed to be.
Does it have a note?
No.
Where they're from?
No, not a single thing.
Oh. Well, thank you, whoever sent Anna her own personalised cutlery. That's awesome. I'm particularly interested in this box because it says Forbidden Planet on the side, which is always a good sign.
Let me, Dave.
Let him in then. Let him in. Let him in then, Andy.
It's just going to go straight into that.
That's fine. Having Forbidden Planet on a box is usually a good sign. And there's him clattering the camera. It's usually a good sign it's something for me and not something for Andy. Which I take as a positive because I like to get things. It's a pop vinyl. Do we have a note about who it's from? Amber Morrish. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. And I remember seeing these. Did I mention these on the vlog? I must have mentioned them on the vlog. Because it's a Fraggle Rock pop. I said this to you when I saw them. That is so cool. Thank you, Amber. We were talking the other day on the vlog about what collection am I going to start now of completed DC Bombshells. It's now all about Fraggle Rock. Did you watch Fraggle Rock when you were younger?
Not too much.
I loved Fraggle Rock. That is awesome. Thank you.
I was more into the dinosaurs one.
Oh yeah, I like that too. But Fraggle Rock was earlier than that, I think.
I must have been too young then.
Maybe. So this next one. Hi, I thought that you might like a copy of my book, Vegan Tales. My brother, who also has autism, loves it. Thank you. Vegan Tales. Splendid. And then we also have a big lump of cardboard. Oh, this looks like comic books.
What was that mean?
Comic books and a letter. Let's have a little look. I recently visited the Thought Bubble Festival in Leeds, which I really want to go to one day. This is the convention in Leeds that's on the same weekend as EGX, and every year, me and Pab actually talked about driving over to Thought Bubble on the Saturday of EGX last year because they had Brian K. Vaughan there doing a signing, and he's our hero, but we didn't, we stayed at EGX. Don't say who. Brian K. Vaughan is a legend. It's basically a week-long... Oh, there you go, he's explaining. It's basically a week-long comic book festival that ends with a Comic-Con over the weekend. Yes, it does, and I really want to go. Just never be able to unless they move it. I have spoken to the guys who run Thought Bubble and asked them to move it, and they just laughed at me as if I was joking. I really wasn't. Two of the guests this year were Kieran Gillen and Jamie McElvey, who wrote Wicked and the Divine, which you hear us talk about in the podcast every week.
I think I listen.
I saw these and had to pick them up for you, Sheepdog and Pab, after hearing you talk about it on MGP. I also picked up all 4 Paper Girls trades at the show, and I'm loving them so far, because Paper Girls is awesome. Brian K. Vaughan wrote Paper Girls. Kieran was very jealous that you were all at EGX that weekend, as he was previously a games journalist and likes the Eurogamer events. He said that he'd give MGP a listen, as it sounds like the kind of podcast he'd enjoy. If Kieran Gillen is listening to our podcast, I'm getting goosebumps just at the thought of that. Anyway, if you could pass these over to Pab and Sheepdog next time you see them, I'd be very grateful. All the best, Lewis. #chapsticks. #chatfam. And they are, oh, this is amazing. They are signed, personalised copies of The Wicked and the Divine. They're actually personalised, look. To Kev, to Sheepdog, to Pav. That is awesome.
Are you gonna cry?
I might. That is so cool. Thank you very much. That is amazing.
Can we go?
Very kind of you.
Right now.
Hold on. Shall I send them both a picture? All right. That's awesome. Thank you, Andy. Are you still enjoying your video?
Yeah.
Good. I think. Oh, has Dave got the bubble wrap? Go and get it back off him. I am going to end today's vlog here as I'm sending this picture to those two. I'm not leaving any context, I've just sent the picture in our little group chat that we have. I want to see if any replies come back, but assuming no one replies while I'm still doing the outro, we are going to end things here. He is loving this vlog, by the way. You enjoying that?
Yeah.
I think he is actually going to watch through the whole 36 minutes without skipping, which is quite impressive. But we are going to end things here. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs, and thank you very much for watching. I know we've officially ended, but I'm starting up again firstly because I have a reply from Pab who says, wow, that's very cool.
Let's watch this video.
Yeah, hold on.
Not on my phone, no, but someone's just sent us a tweet. It's Danny, says, Kevin, Anna, is this the video Andy was watching the other week? It's exactly the same as he was doing in the car, and if it is, it's Makeover sign language. And then he put the video on there. Hold on, I'll put it up on the screen now. So this is the tweet that he sent. That is the exact video. Andy, is that the one you're watching? That's the exact video he was obsessed with the other week. So he didn't learn it at school at all. He's clearly learnt it on YouTube by just watching this video over and over again, which isn't ideal.
But he keeps saying BSL.
Yeah, well, because I guess it's because he knows BSL from school, but it's Makeover, apparently. Oh, video's unavailable on my phone for some reason. But yeah, that's the exact video he was watching. So he learnt it on YouTube. And Sheepdog now says, haha, wow. Thank you very much for sending the awesome presents. And also, I'm not putting it on there, you can watch it on yours. And for solving yet another problem. I love it when we finally find out why he's actually doing stuff. And I do encourage you, if you figure something out that you can see we have no idea about, get in touch and let us know. It does stop us going insane.
Well, we know he was watching it and listening to it.
Yeah. Well, took a bit, folks.